Hey guys, Andrew here with Drew Fit. I want to thank you for tuning in. Today's video, I want to talk about doing a raw milk fast and its benefits on detoxifying the system. And then this particular interview that I'm going to bring up was with Jodelle Fit and Ray Peat again, and I'll leave a link in the description. But in this interview, Jodelle had mentioned, I believe that one of her friends had did a raw milk diet for I think 8 days, and they were dealing with a mold toxicity issue, or maybe it was herself that was doing it. But Ray Peat seemed to be a big fan of it, and I just want to jot down some of the notes in that video and give my thoughts on it as well, and my experience, because I did a sort of a milk fast, I think was it 2020, for 7 days. I did nothing but milk, gelatin, and orange juice for an entire week, and I'll share with you guys my experience in doing that. But some interesting notes here. This is about a mono diet of just consuming nothing but milk. The great thing about milk is that it contains all macronutrients. You're getting and it has to be, full fat milk, raw milk. It's going to be containing, fats, carbohydrates, and proteins. So you won't be really deficient in anything. Ray Peat mentions, if you're going to try to live off of milk for about a year, you're going to become extremely iron deficient. So if you are going to do this and you are dealing with low iron issues, you should probably avoid that, or make sure that you're, maintaining healthy iron levels, whether it's consuming red meat, or if you're on some kind of iron supplement, which I wouldn't recommend, but that's neither here nor there. But a couple notes here from that interview. Ray Peat talks about, you can get extreme benefits if you're dealing with certain issues, bacterial issues, mold issues, stuff like that. If you do it for at least like 8 days up to a month. A month might be extreme. I know a lot of people like to go out and live their lives, but if you are dealing with an issue like that, it wouldn't be such a bad thing to look into. Other notes here, he talked about that milk has antibiotic ingredients and multiple anti-inflammatory components to it, and it also acts as a sedative. What I noticed when I was doing my milk fast, I'll call it a milk fast, is that it does really calm down the nervous system. I felt like I was cool as a cucumber when I was on that diet. I already said it lacked iron. Ray Peat notes it as being profoundly therapeutic, and I can attest to that. And one of the most interesting takeaways here, and I think this is why it's so important if you are dealing with mold toxicity, or a sluggish liver, you're not too good at detoxifying, and you can kind of tell how well your body is at detoxifying. Number one, on how frequently you're using the bathroom to go. Number two, what's your skin look like? Is it glowing skin, or do you deal with constant breakouts? Do you have dry, brittle hair? A lot of components you can tell just by, examining your own body and seeing, this might be an issue with the liver not being able to detoxify. Brain fog is another big one. But here's the quote that I thought was very interesting from Ray Peat in that interview. He talked about the calcium inhibits parathyroid hormone, meaning it increases metabolic rate, gets the liver to become more active, stabilizes glucose, and the detoxifying process improves as well. And that all stems from the amount of calcium that you're consuming and its benefit to the liver itself. So very interesting stuff. I thought it was very interesting, and I wanted to share it with you guys because I know a lot of people out there are dealing with certain issues where they have a sluggish liver and they're not able to detox as well. But my personal experience with it, like I said, I did milk, gelatin, and orange juice for 1 week straight. And I noticed on about maybe it was late in day 1 or day 2, is that my digestive system, this might sound disgusting, but it's kind of like a fully functioning system of just, in with food, out the other side, in with food, out the other side. As I'm doing these drinks, I do about a glass of milk, a little bit of orange juice, and stir in some gelatin. All of those have really good effects, and it was a really good sedative for my nervous system. I thought it was fantastic. Like I said, I was really chill, no issues. And able to, be very present in the moment. So that's my experience with it, guys. I'm not advocating everybody do this, but if you are somebody looking for answers in regards to improving your detoxification pathways, it might be something to look into. I think there could be major benefit, especially if you're nutrient deficient, which I believe a lot of us are. And the great thing about milk is that it basically contains almost every single nutrient. And I want to put this out there as well. If you are going to do this, you want to get high quality dairy products. You want to do full fat. If you have trouble digesting cow milk, in the interview, they actually talk about doing a raw goat milk diet. And there's some good brands at Sprouts. I think it's Summerhill or something like that. I think it's a fantastic company. They put out really high quality product. They don't add any, vitamin D or vitamin A palmitate in there. It's just straight up goat milk. It might not be raw, but it does have the fat, the protein, the carbohydrates in there. So just something to think about. If you know a local farmer, you should probably go that route. But in my opinion, this can be done with both goat milk and cow milk, maybe even sheep milk if you have access to it. So something to look forward, or not look forward, but look into. And if you guys have any questions or comments, please drop them below. And again, I'm going to link the interview with Jodel Fit and Dr. Ray Peat. I believe it was like 5 years ago, maybe even more, that interview had taken place. But very interesting information in there. There are timestamps to where they're talking about this topic in particular. So I hope you guys enjoy, and thank you. Bye.